Hope Charities. It is great to see you. Thanks for so much for jumping on here with me today. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about an upcoming event that we're super excited about, a patient education event. It's free. You can join us from anywhere. It's going to be on Zoom, so you can join us from your phone, your tablet, your PC, whatever you have available to you to listen in and to learn a little bit more about emerging therapies. You know, there's a plethora of information out there of new products coming down the line. There's products that have come out over the last 2 or 3 years that I'm still trying to learn about. And I think it's really important that we absorb as much information as we can so we can make the best and most well-educated decisions possible for our own health as people living with bleeding disorders or for our children that we're caring for. And so it's very, very important for us to be able to learn as much as we can. And I think doing it in this way, in a live setting where it's engaging, you get to meet other people from other parts of the country that are living with bleeding disorders, is a great way to be able to connect online. And so I'm super excited about that. But today I've invited one of our guests that's going to be speaking at the event to be with me to talk a little bit about one of the sessions that he's going to be doing. And so without further ado, Jason Newton, it is great to see you. Thanks so much for joining me on the pre-event podcast today.
Thanks, Jonathan. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, I am super excited about this event. As you can tell, I'm pumped up because I feel like, I live in this world every day, but there's still so much to learn. I mean, there's so many things changing. And when I was a kid, there was only like 3 or 4 products that you could choose from. And now today we have a plethora of different options and so many cool things going on. But why don't we start with just telling, maybe this is the first time people are getting a chance to meet you. So tell us a little bit about you, where you're from, and what you do.
Right. My name's Jason Newton. I am the Senior Director of Marketing at HEMA Biologics. A little bit about myself, born and raised in Kentucky. That's where our company is based. Have worked at a few companies. I've worked at the Eli Lillys of the world, Takeda's, but have really come back home to kind of help build what we have here at HEMA Biologics.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, I've really enjoyed getting to know you over the past few years, and you've been a wealth of knowledge and resources. And so I'm super excited to learn a little bit about the topic that you guys are bringing and what you're going to be talking about. So tell me a little bit about what you're excited about with this event coming up.
Sure. So we're going to be sponsoring a presentation. Title of that is just treatment options for the hemophilia community. A little bit more descriptive with that is we want you to join us to learn about a treatment option for those patients with hemophilia A or B with inhibitors. And really what we're going to be teaching, and it's not myself, we'll have a guest speaker, but we'll talk about life with inhibitors, what the product is, how it was studied, why patients and caregivers should even consider it, what support programs are available, and last but not least, where they can learn more about it.
That's amazing. Well, I know that there's so much that has changed, especially for people living with inhibitors through the years. And this is an area that has seen a lot of change, but oddly enough, there's still so much more work to be done. And I think that while people think that maybe the changes that have happened are impacting people either positively or negatively, but it just seems like change is upon us. And so it's so important, I think, that people, get to know. I know for me in the clinical setting, and this is more from a patient perspective, but in the clinical setting, I'm lucky if I get to hear about maybe 2, maybe 3 different options, but there's really a lot more out there. And so this is one of the reasons why I'm super excited about this event as a whole, but also about your presentation, because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's Dr. Guy Young that's going to be presenting the new data for you guys, which is really exciting. He's obviously a thought leader in this space and an important piece to research. And so super excited to hear from him and looking forward to, knowing more information about how you guys are really approaching this problem, because it's a real need for sure.
Absolutely. And we're excited that Dr. Guy Young is going to be partnering with us to present it. I know a lot of people already know him, but for those who don't, Director of Hemostasis and Thrombosis Center, Clinical Coagulation Laboratory, Cancer and Blood Disorders Institute of Children's Hospital, Los Angeles. It's a mouthful. And last but not least, he's, Professor of Pediatrics at the University of Southern California Keck School of Medicine. So he has the credentials, and he's been honoring and working with his community for, 20, 30 years.
Oh, yeah. Long time. I'm really excited about this. So, what time exactly is his session going to be? I know the event is February 21st and 22nd.
Mhm.
What time is this session going to be for you guys?
I do not know that answer, James.
Well, you know what? You're
It's-
in luck because I happen to have the schedule right here in front of me, which is also on our website. You can find it out at hope-charities.org. But this particular session that you're talking about is going to be on Thursday, February 22nd. It'll be at 1 p.m. Central Time. And so that's exciting. But one of the great things is when you register, you only have to go to one place. You register once. You don't have to register for each session separately. That's a mouthful. But it's a great opportunity for people to get connected and to learn more about it. Is there anything you'd like to share with our folks today to tell them how they can get involved or what they need to do to be able to participate?
Oh, 100%. Please go to the Hope website, register, and you'll find all the information that you need there to be able to participate and hear Dr. Guy Young give the presentation.
Well, that's awesome. I want to say a big thank you specifically to HEMA Biologics and to you, Jason, as well, for just being so supportive of an event like this. We really couldn't provide this education if it wasn't for your support. And we know those are decisions that you make every single day that are very, very intentional. And so we
Absolutely.
appreciate your partnership and friendship and really being able to help get this information out. So thanks for joining me today as a part of this pre-event podcast. And of course, thank you always for your enormous support for helping us to be able to serve the people that we do every day.
Yep, it's an honor for us to be able to partner with Hope. We're so. I guess the biggest thing for me is seeing how you all lean into the community. Just being at the Hope Conference, the annual symposium this past year, and just getting a real sense of that. And it's not just the words that come out of your mouth. It's you all really putting that into action. So excited to keep partnering with you in 2024.
I really appreciate that. It's intentional. As you know, we work really hard and we appreciate your support. So thanks again, Jason. We'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks so much to, again, HEMA Biologics for being so supportive of this event. I'm so excited about this moment that we get a chance to be able to be together and to learn more information about these important changes in the landscape of what is available to us as people living with bleeding disorders. And so please make sure that you go on our website today. You can actually look right there. Not there for the QR code, and you can click that and get into the registration form. But you can also go to our website at Hope-Charities. As I mentioned earlier, this is a live event. So February 21st and 22nd sessions are not necessarily going to be provided after the fact. So you need to make certain you participate live if at all possible. When you register one time, you get all the links. So that's the way to be able to get all the information. And so that's a great way to get started. If you have questions that you're not sure about, you can always email us at events@hope-charities.org. We'd love to hear from you. But this is not going to be just information overload. It's also about community, connection, and being able to get to know other people living with bleeding disorders from all over the country. Last time we had an event like this online, we actually had people from 42 states around the country. So those 8 states were still after you. So make certain that you come and join in. But we're going to have a lot of fun too. We're giving away gift cards in every session, and there's grand prizes and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a blast. So you don't want to miss it. We have people all the time that join us while they're looking at, they're working or they're running errands and they're sitting in the parking lot while the kids are at practice. Whatever those things are, we'd love to be able to help get you this information and connection with the community right there in the palm of your hand. So we hope to see you there. Make certain that you go register now. And thanks again for joining me for this pre-event podcast. We look forward to seeing you all very So thanks for joining me today, and we'll see you very soon. Bye now.